Each year at Texas State we have approximately probably 500 to 800 students that come through our class that violate alcohol policy on campus here.
Normally within the dorms, it may be a noise violation or something like that it starts out with.
Open up! Open up!
Once the police enter the room with the resident assistant, it's found, alcohol is found, and the police are there, so if there's alcohol found there, then the police would note that.
How old are you? 20? Would you stand up right here?
On our campus, we do have several residential areas, and we do see alcohol abuse on campus, and we do see underage drinking. For us, it's no longer, hey, pour it out and go back to your dorm room. We're going to give them citations. We're going to give them the court appearance citations where they have to go in front of a judge.
We believe in our philosophy is education, and we try to make it developmental for each student. But generally speaking, a student has to take a minor in possession course. We ask them to do sort of an online educational program that they do themselves and take a little quiz. Sometimes we ask them to do a reflection paper. Sometimes we ask them to do some community service. It just depends on what their issue is.
I think that one of the largest problems for our campus or challenges is that we are still in this commuter college mentality. We have 27,000 students, approximately 3 live on campus, 3,000, and then you have the outskirts. So for our particular commuter campus, I think a worry is impaired driving. It could be whether it's drugs or alcohol. So I think that's a challenge. So the community is addressing it. The UTSA community is, they're part of the coalition, the PD, the surrounding areas.
The Texas Department of Health Services implemented a 2005 college survey, which really gave us a good profile or snapshot of our problems. 81% of our students receive alcohol from someone older than the older student, which is against our laws, the social host law, very strict in Texas. 77% go to neighborhoods now and have private parties. Our alcohol use on college campuses is very low because many of our campuses now have restricted or banned alcohol on campus. Several of them have completely substance-free halls. So as a result, they're going off campus, they're going in the community, into the neighborhood, so that makes it more important for us to work with our community and our collaborations. Well, the biggest thing is that we collaborate as a state for partners in prevention to reduce underage and high-risk drinking on college campuses, and also collaborate with the community to work with the community. And so we do this all over the state of Texas. We have over 170 institutions of higher education in Texas. In collaborating with our state agencies, Texas Alcohol Beverage Commission agreed to let us have symposiums. And through this symposium, we bring in 20 campuses a year and a team of 4. We bring in the alcohol drug coordinator, a law enforcement, a judicial officer, and a housing director. And we do a 2-day training, send them home with a strategic plan on evidence-based strategies to put on their campus.
When a freshman comes to UTSA, they are required to do alcohol EDU. That is the first thing that they partake in. It's an online educational alcohol education course that our 4,500 freshmen have to take before school starts. If they don't complete it, they get an academic hold. So therefore they do it. So that just kind of springboards them into UTSA. From there, our PD department does an alcohol 101 in housing. That's required. When they get sanctions through counseling or JA, they have to take that course also. Then your residence halls immediately have programs.
We do several different programs with the peers. What we have found is that whenever the peers work with the students obtain more information, they can relate more than if someone's standing up here preaching to them that's an older adult. So we do use the peer educators in all of our programming.
So when you're talking to students about alcohol, well, what we do here at Texas State is we do train the resident assistants. Our peer educators and our staff talk to the resident assistants about underage drinking, how to approach someone, and the importance of reporting it, and looking out for our students in terms of alcohol use. And here at Texas State, we also have alcohol-free housing, except for one residence hall where you have to be 21 and up. But all the rest of them, we have over 20 residence halls. They're alcohol-free.
Being a peer educator, to me, is not only providing information for students on campus, but it really is having a passion and a love for helping other people on your university, your peers, get the information that would be helpful for them to live healthy lifestyles.
I think the biggest, most impactful part of our programs is that we're non-judgmental. We tell them right off the bat, we're not here to tell you not to drink, we're not here to tell you to not do this, we're just here to give you the information you need to make the choices that are best to you. And I think when you leave students up with the ability to make their own choices, they will make better choices because they feel that they're in control, that they're in power.
People complaining about your drinking, passing out.
Somebody gets an alcohol violation, so they have to go through a process where they are screened to see if they're at risk of having a problem with alcohol in the future, and those who are get counseling so that they don't wait till there's a significant problem to try and address it. They try to intervene through this brief intervention screening.
And so other things that we're doing is we have a dance team, and our dance team is called HYPE. This is a group of young high school and college kids, early college kids, and this group comes together to take the message of prevention out to the communities, out to public schools, out to big events.
I don't want your number. I don't want.
Well, what we do is we do about a 45 to an hour show. In that show, we have dance routines. The songs that we pick have different messages and relay different messages already in the writing and in the performance. We stop in between those performances and give a reenactment of a situation that I took from another child or that we've manufactured around stories that we've heard that go on in the schools, and the children act those out.
I sometimes impress my parents by telling them things that they don't know, like facts about drugs and alcohol and everything. And they learn from me, like I learned from them when I was younger. But I feel like I know a lot more than them.
Yeah, I've never drank alcohol and I've never done any kind of drugs, but I've gone to parties and I've seen what it does, and I could tell them that it's not a positive place for them to be when they even get to my age.
We looked at the 2003 as our baseline. 2006, we looked at to see if we were improving. We had made over a 10% reduction in every drinking category. And our national average dropped from 6 drinks per week to 3.5 per week. So we've made some really progress with the collaboration of the colleges and the community coalitions and the state agencies.
So first we have to come to accept that we have a very big problem related to alcohol in Texas. Once we have it on the map, then they're motivated already. So the state is, communities are, individuals are. That's when we can start using the initiatives. But the motivation has to come first.
While the amount that young people are drinking might be going up, some of the other stats are changing. And so what we know is that we have a reduction overall of the number of young people drinking.
That kindergarten is not too young and college is not too old to be talking to our children about choices, especially when it comes to underage drinking.
Really, the bottom line is this, that underage drinking is everybody's problem, and its solution is everybody's responsibility.